I want to begin by thanking everybody for tuning in and definitely supporting Canis Odd always. I want to thank everybody for supporting Teso Music and loving Teso Music. First and foremost, before I get into the real talk of the day, I need to first come out and say, it's been for long that all this saga has been going on, and I definitely decided to first be quiet about everything. Somebody might have seen a post on my Facebook wall today where I came out and said, silence is not being dumb. So I decided to be silent because I wanted, not because I could not speak or not because I didn't have what to speak. But of course, it kept a lot of fans out there wanting to hear my side of the story. So due to public demand, I definitely had to come out today and speak out. I also wanted to add on that, for so many reasons, I felt like doing things on a private way, like brother to brother, sister to sister, is much more better than doing things on media. But sometimes, personally, let me talk about myself. When I try hard, I know how I'm doing a thing with a brother or a sister. Maybe a few things or so push me to the wall till I have to come out and speak out. So, to me, maybe let me start up from the genesis of the song, how the song began about, and how the whole process went till where it is now. I'm talking about the lately released song that I did with Rody Gavana, and of which, close to the release of the song, actually issues began arising, too many of them, which I tried by myself to handle with a brother in a private way. But then somehow, also a brother betrayed me at the end of at the last minute. So I felt like there is no more beautiful reason of defending a brother, yet a brother is not doing me good. On top of that, I also have a family, which is Louis Management, and a name to protect. So I never could just keep quiet and things are going on astray. Rody Gavana came and asked me for a collaboration. I gave a chance. I'm using that word because I'm not boasting, but I'm trying to be real that I also had a choice to decide not to give. I could also decide not to work with him. When he asked me for collabo, fact that we never had any issues before. Let me take you back a little briefly. Rody Gavana had an event in Arrow Square. He knows how he agreed with me on a monetary basis, which he didn't fulfill, but we still kept being brothers. We were good. Also, fortunately, we had an event that was Double Trouble Season 1. I'm happy he turned up, and he also something like compensated whatever it was in the back. Everything was good. After that, he again had another event in Mora where he called me to help him. I still turned up for him. We've been good. We've been meeting, greeting, and everything's been good. I totally never had any single issue really. Like, we really never had any issue. I'm only mentioning this to first clear the fact that probably maybe where the issue began is here. So when Rody came to me and said he wanted to do a collab with me, looking at our background, like how we've been doing our things, I never had any issue with Rody. So I never had any reason to maybe say no to Rody. Also fact that it is one of the ways I felt we are promoting unity like doing work together. It's also a sign of togetherness to any other young brothers of ours behind there. I accepted to give Rody a collabo, and of which Rody asked me. I actually asked Rody, now how are we going to come up with a song? Are we writing the song together? Are you coming with a song? Am I coming with a song? Rody decides to tell me, I think I trust you on that. You come up with a song. Or do you have any demo projects? I say, yeah. There are demo projects I have in the studio, very many of them. Then I emphasized and say, yeah, I think that is a good idea. You probably could just come and go through those demo projects such that you choose something which fits in your style. Because, you know, for me, I do everywhere. I'm doing love, I do gospel, I do everywhere. So I want you to come through, you choose what probably is okay for us to do together. So how Nafsi came into the story is here. I want to first begin by hitting the main point that yes, Nafsi wrote the song. How Nafsi came into the whole story is here. When we agreed that Rody will come and check on the demo projects that I have in the studio, there is this evening that we had made an appointment. So Rody asks me where I am. I told him I'm at work, but I'm getting back home maybe in a few minutes. So when I got home, it so happens that home is near studio. So I definitely reached home, changed up, and I rushed to studio. So I wrote to him and I told him, I think you guys might find me this side. Like I just told him, you will get me this side, I'm already at the studio. So he came around with some people. One of them was Dims Yuji, Dims Yuji from Moroto. And another, maybe let me just keep for privacy purposes. I don't want to involve anybody's name here. Let me keep those names private for private purposes. So he came around with a few friends. When they came around, let me take you back a minute. Something like 3 weeks before, there's a day I was with Nafsi in the studio. We were joking, and this particular song was being worked on for Nafsi. So I joked to Nafsi and I told Nafsi, you have written some songs to some people, but they have not. They have gone to sit on them, like they have gone to sit on the songs, like they have not utilized the songs the way I expected. So in case this time you're going to again give out the song to somebody who is going to sit on it, I probably might request that you let me handle that project. I promise I will make that project a good project. But also our discussion, me and Nafsi, was in our own brotherly basis, though on a business line. So Nafsi joked back and told me, it's okay. The project is there. That was our job, simply as that. And it was, we kept our word. So, let me bring you back now to the day Rody came to the studio. After Nafsi handing the project to me, there is this particular date that I went to studio and I told our producer, first mute for me Nafsi's voice is there. Let me put my own voice and see how the song will go. So this day when Rody came to the studio, he found me playing that particular song. I was listening to that song. So immediately entered studio with his friends. Like 2 minutes, they began falling in love with the song in a way, because they were vibing to the song already. Not longer than enough, he began doing a freestyle on the song. After that short while, he felt like the voice could be recorded in, which was okay. We both freestyled in the song and everything was like fun. So finally, after that day, it came out on a confirmation that this was the song we probably might have loved to work on together. So I told Rody, you see that song? That song was, Nafsi is the one who initiated that song. So maybe Nafsi's handwriting is also in his own way. Maybe somewhere, somehow, I might need some small time so that I do small, small twistages to my comfortability of the project. I was also busy. Rody went back wherever he went. But when he went there, he began giving me pressure on the phone. Canis, I was supposed to work on that song. I have an album coming. I wanted it to be one of the songs that I have in my incoming EP. Then I told him, Mama Che, but just like I told you earlier, you see, the song was written very initially by Nafsi, so I'm trying to make sure I get time, then I go and do some small adjustments in the song, so I can have a comfortable lane of the song in my own way. Mama Che, you try to do that. Also because I've been busy doing work as well, Rody could keep giving me pressure. In fact, he even reached an extent of beginning to call my producer, because he can call me. When he calls me, sometimes I don't have what to tell him. Because I obviously know he's calling me to ask, have you finished to work on the project as you say? And obviously, probably I'm not yet finished. So I couldn't pick his call sometimes because I feel like I'm going to tell you the same thing. So when I don't pick his call, he goes on and calls the producer. So after time, we were able to handle everything and the project was worked on. I worked on my verses, my verse, the Nafsi's foundation remained. After the song matured, Rody suggested to me that now, after it matures, I suggest we give Don, the producer who mastered his lonely song. I suggest we give Don to master the song. I said that is okay. I don't know how we talked to Don, and Don was not able to do it. Then finally, he told me, maybe you send that data. I send it to Hussein. So when he sent the song to Hussein, if that is true, because the data, the audio of the song that I received back did not have Hussein's stamp. So I don't want to be very sure, but at least let me say, Rody told me he was sending it to Hussein. So when he sent the song to Hussein, the song came back, but I wasn't comfortable as well with the way the song was, just like the way it was. He was also telling me, the song is coming back, but the backups are very louder, like it's not very balanced and something of the kind. I also listened to the song, I felt the same, then I'm like, no, it's not very good a song. I think he then got back to try reaching out to Hussein. Like, these are a few observations I've seen in the song, if you can adjust. I don't know whether Hussein got busy. That Rody now told me. Hussein seems to actually, Hussein sent another copy which was sounding almost the same. So Rody said, I think Hussein is just busy on his own, maybe. When Rody tried to reach out to Hussein for the rectifications which were not right, Hussein still sent a copy which sounded the same. Then we opted, actually he suggested, I assume Hussein might be busy in his own ways. I suggest you just now handle that project with Alpha. Since I had a data at the studio, so I definitely picked the data and sent to Alpha. On this matter, I now told Rody,
Alpha, since he's been my guy for quite a long, he might help us work on the project on a favorable price of 100,000 shillings. Then Rody said, it's okay, maybe let me also see how to mobilize that money. I said no problems. So let's keep aside the payment issues first. Let's just say now when the project was almost getting done, obviously back in the day Rody had told me, because here we decided to do what we call task division. I also accepted that, let Rody work on the artwork of the project. So Rody, I think, contacted someone to begin doing the artwork of the project. And even the artwork, when the artwork came out, that is before all this saga we see in the media. When the artwork just came out, I saw something which I wasn't comfortable with, but you know, I felt like that was minor. Like, yeah, it might have been a warning flag, but I took it easy. I felt that was not so big a thing, and that is first and foremost. If you looked at that poster critically, there is a zoom something somewhere, yeah. Then in the middle we have Wakanda. Then at the last extreme we have risk management. So to me, I would question myself, what is this zoom? What is this zoom partner here about? Okay, not in the bad side of the thought, but I basically was trying to be like, I expected our logos to be balanced enough. Risk management on the side, Wakanda on the side. That is to portray balanced work. So you decide to put zoom, Wakanda, this in the main, you know, and you put Louis like passion thing. But I thought that's something small. I assume maybe the zoom thing are the ones who worked on the artwork. But still, for balance, but like as a shared project, balance purposes, I felt like Wakanda aside, risk management aside, it portrays a different picture and meaning. But that was so small. The second thing in the poster, the names came interchanged. There was a name, Rody Gavana featuring Canis Odd, instead of Canis Odd featuring Rody Gavana, because you came to me for a collabo. The project I picked is mine, and I mean, so I expected it to be Canis Odd is the owner of the, no, let me not say the owner of the project, but say to a higher percentage, the project is, you get, to a higher percentage, the project belongs to me, you get. So, all those small things in the artwork, I say, I once did a collab with the legendary Yonachani. And I respect you, bro, wherever you are, because it is at this moment that I came to realize that not everybody you work with are the same. I found peace in working with Yonachani, and for that matter, wherever you are, Yonachani, I love you big time, bro. So, to me, I say, this artwork might just be a small thing, because the logos and everything, I'm not going to follow. Even the names being interchanged, I once did a collab with Yonachan. The way the names were put, finally did not matter. Like, Canis Odd featuring Yonachan, or Yonachan featuring Canis Odd. At the end of the day, we were all able to upload the song in our different YouTube channels, both to our YouTube channels. Secondly, Yonachan is able to perform the song anytime he likes. I am able to perform the song anytime I like. Like, the song is ours, like, shared. So I ignored the beat of the poster being Rody Gavana featuring Canis Odd. I'm like, that's a minor thing. That is just naming. So when the poster came out, that is the very first day. Like, when the poster came out, I remember. I also must not take credit from Rody Gavana as a person. I want to be honest that on our private discussions, I agreed with Rody that Nafsi is the one who initiated this project. So somewhere, somehow, he has to get his credit, which also Rody Gavana did not deny. He said it's okay, it's even a good thing that it portrays an image of brothers working together for a particular goal. So we agreed that in our agreement, I asked Rody, from the three ways we are going to credit Nafsi as the pioneer writer of the song, we have put him in the artwork. If not, we're going to mention his name in the song. Or thirdly, actually, it's now Rody who came with the third option. That I think they're congesting a poster too much with Kirora, Nyonyo, writer, producer, studio, everything. I would suggest we just give Nafsi credit during the day of publishing the song, and in the broadcast we are going to write song is written by Nafsi, Rody Gavana and Canis Odd. We agreed on that. The small mistake which I expected to have just resolved very smoothly is when the song was published on media, on the survivors specifically, if I have not forgotten. The small message which was misbroadcasted was that I saw a caption of a new song coming out soon, Rody Gavana featuring Canis Odd, written by Nafsi. That is where the whole issue of this saga began. So, when people began throwing a lot of words, exchanging words and abusing, most especially disrespecting Nafsi, it is at the right moment. It actually was the right moment. I had all the potential to come out and say it publicly that no, you people, you're talking like this. It is Nafsi who did this, and this is how we agreed, and this is how. But I say it still will look like I think the best is, let me call my brother Rody on a private, and we have been communicating, we have been in touch, so I think I still have to use that procedure for now. I called Rody after also seeing a very disturbing video, which I don't know. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me first show this. And it is one of the things that also began annoying me. I want to say that it's one of the things that began annoying me, because I realized the disrespect was not just going one way. The disrespect was even spreading up to me who was working directly with Rody. Also, the disrespect was spilling to my management, because we are in, I am a Louis management beneficiary. I don't know if I can show you people this, because I want someone to read this. I forwarded this video to Rody in private. I told him a lot is going on in media, and personally I have found this and it has not given me comfort. I think you try to talk to the boys. Check to see boys, check to see boys active, you're very boys in CCP. We started our work in peace, and we started our work as brothers. So I don't want again small things to come and mess our work up. You first read that caption in the video.
The caption says, "We did a collaboration with Canis. The song is ours. We did our part in the studio and finish whatever happened between Canis and the other writer in the studio is none of our business. Secondly, we never paid anyone to write for us song. Whatever the bloggers are doing is to get attention, and we aren't releasing the song if the matters from the other side are not sorted." And the video was posted by...
we can keep that for... We don't want to involve everybody. Strictly discussing Canis and Rody Gavana and maybe Nafsi and maybe any other person in case it necessitates. So after me finding this video, it added me it added me anger on already what was going online. And to me, I felt like I was going to be a very big hypocrite that I'm working with you guys, but you're abusing my brother, like my brother in the same family with me, and you know, it would look weird, like, so I am okay with that, and I'm letting it continue like that, and I'm not coming out to say anything. The song was initially initiated by him, and I mean, the song is belonging to me, and you have all those rights to abuse me. So I decided to say, I don't want to just jump out and talk on media. Let me call Rody. So when I called Rody, he pretended. I will tell you the reason as why I'm using all those words. Maybe probably today, I'm also coming to speak with my venom inside. I felt being silent and resolving issues in a private would be the best, but maybe the other side had their own ill intentions. So it forces me also come and talk, and when I begin talking, as for now, I'm even trying to be calm. Whatever you're seeing in me is, I might be feeling nervous because of the anger I have inside, but I'm trying to make sure I'm calm and just bring how the whole thing happened. So when I sent Rody that video, which you have already seen. You get? This is the video I'm talking about. I sent Rody that video. That was in the private. I sent Rody that video, and I want to be glad that Rody behaved and asked whoever did that to pull down, because I also went ahead and told him, actually that day we were supposed to have released a song. Alpha was already getting done with the song. He told me. So I told Rody, a lot is going on in the media, but so that he danced. He went and told the boys to do whatever was supposed to be done. I appreciate it. Where I only began to think all this was kind of pretense is at the last minute. So when the boys deleted that and tried to behave a little, here now remained the beat of the song. Alpha, when I reached out to him, I'm sorry, but I want to just keep some names private. The producer, when I reached out to him, inquiring on how far with the song, told me he had done a few things on the song, and now he wanted to first send us a demo of the song to check through, so that we can tell him what to adjust, like correct in the song. So Alpha forwarded me the demo of the song, which I forwarded also to those of Rody. Understand, by this, at that moment, we were still working as brothers. Despite whatever noise was going on in media, we were still trying to understand ourselves, and we were good. So when I sent the song to Rody, I also told Rody, now, I believe that guy is about to finish up with the work. We are remaining with the balance of the community of 30,000. Let me say, since he's the one who said you work on the mastering, I said you are the one, you are remaining with it. We are remaining with the balance of 30,000 to send it to Alpha to accomplish the payment so that we get the song. Meanwhile, on the other side, I also came down and said, but now, I don't want to let you carry all this burden. Let me come and we share something. Should you finish to pay that money for the song, or I finish paying the money at Falem Tempo Show, or you finish to pay the money for the audio, then I go down and work on the lyrics video. I pay for the lyrics video. Then Rody said, I think it's okay. Let me now finish up with the issue of the song. You will now handle the lyrics video. Let me see how to mobilize the money here, and we finish up with Alpha. That was I don't remember very well, but I think that was around Friday, Saturday, whatever day it was. So after that conversation, I remain now on the weight of the fact that you people have gotten a balance. I sent there to get the song. So waited on Friday, on Sunday, I think, yeah, Sunday. I didn't receive the money. Whatever days it took, all I remember is delays came in there because I was still waiting for the balance and sent to Alpha so that we get the final copy of the song. Now the whole saga began here. It was on a Monday morning. I'm actually not fine. I've been sick, like I've been having some malaria. So that Monday morning, I really woke up not very well. Then I went back to bed. I put my phone on silence. So I got up at around 11. It's when I found a lot of missed calls. Actually, I found missed calls from the other side. Those of Rody Gavana, let me say. When I found those missed calls, coincidentally, I also found a letter from my management in my WhatsApp. So immediately, I had to open the letter and went through the letter. Then I called Rody on WhatsApp. I told Rody, something is happening now. And he told me, yeah, we've been trying to reach you, but you're far from the phone. I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I'm actually down. But then there's something which has come up. Sorry, quick recovery. Then he went ahead and told me, yeah, we have been trying to reach you, but you're far from your phone. Now, I decided to tell whoever I told to. I don't want to disclose people's names. I decided to tell such and such a person to try reach out to Alpha. So we successfully sent the balance of the money directly to Alpha, and we were also able to get the song. I was a little shaken because I already had seen a letter which was stopping the song from being released. But I said, now I told Rody, it's okay, let me forward for you the letter. When I forwarded the letter to Rody, he went through it. He sent me back messages, which were expressing his kind of disappointment. Immediately, I didn't want to write because maybe writing would take me too much and whatever it is. I decided to feel like maybe just call. He didn't pick my call. Coincidentally, another person called me in from the other side. So I told this guy, actually he forwarded back the letter that I sent to him, forwarded back to me and was like, oh, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry about that. Then I'm like telling him, I've also woken up. I've just woken up that letter. I've not been feeling well.